Keeping a child safe in today's age of technology can be really tricky. Our next guest aims to help parents out by raising awareness about the kinds of cyber threats lurking on the World Wide Web. We welcome the Executive Director of the Institute for Responsible Online and Cell Phone Communication, Richard Gary. Richard, it is an honor to have you on the show. I know you were on the chat a couple weeks ago. I got to hear you speak at the Monique Burr Foundation and Night at Roy's. Absolutely blew my mind with some of the social media stuff you're talking about. But first, tell folks about the Institute for Responsible Online.
Sure. So in 2009, I kind of walked away from the corporate world. I was an interactive marketer, so basically tracked people on the back end for marketing purposes. I kind of walked away from it because I saw a lot of kids getting into trouble, and most of them didn't understand why. And adults too, but largely a lot of youth. And so in 2009, I had a huge life change. So my wife and I started the Institute, and basically I travel the country. We do about 215 events a year. So if you in a school year, so it's pretty extensive travel.
Absolutely.
But I get to meet a lot of great people, and hopefully we're helping a lot of people.
Spreading a great message. And you actually, in 2017, iroc2.org received the National Anti-Bullying Award.
From the School Safety Advocacy Council. So you know, they do a lot of great work, and we were just humbled to be recognized by them for the work we do across the nation. So yeah, it was great.
Anybody who has kids out there knows the world has changed. Obviously, bullying is totally different than what we dealt with. And there's an event tomorrow at the Schultz Center. We're going to talk about that in a sec, but I want to get some of these things here. Like, we think we know. I'm pretty good at social media and kind of know how to protect my stuff. But this book, Public and Permanent, will blow your mind, folks. You think you know, but you don't know.
I mean, this book, and we even have a video on demand, it's all designed to be a written extension or a video extension of what we do live. You can only be in so many places and so many times, but the goal is to make sure that we are passing a guideline to the 21st century users. You know, I was saying to you earlier, when we first discovered fire, people got hurt. When we first, athletics started coming about, we had concussions. You have to have statistics to learn from, and as the first digital generation, every day we have statistics of what to do and what not to do. And this book is designed to make sure that you are always statistics of promise, never one of the statistics of pitfalls for the next generation to learn from.
Well, let's talk about some things that people can relate to. We just did something before we got on air with our director, Tim, Snapchat. People think Snapchat, oh, cool, I just took the picture, I sent it to my friend, it goes away in 24 hours, I'm good. I can tell if they screen grabbed it.
Well, so there's a couple of ways. One, sometimes, I don't want to give too much away here, but one, they can put their phone in airplane mode and screenshot it. Sometimes the sender will know, sometimes they won't. It depends. There's a lot of variations there. iOS 11 coming out is going to have a screen recording option. So technologically, if you just turn on your iPhone and start recording the screen and open a Snap, you should be able to take it.
Because Snap hasn't adjusted, and Snap is going to have to now create something that knows that you're recording your screen.
They would have to, and it's pretty early, so I can't speak in depth as to how they might do that. But right now, being able to record your iPhone screen, so let's say you were trying to create a tutorial to help someone. Well, if you open up a Snapchat, you could also be recording that screen. And then also there are technological ways to recover a Snapchat. Part of technology is its permanence, right? And we love it for that. When if you just deleted a photo of your family member that you could never get back, it was a time in your life you can never replicate. Having recovery software to undelete that content and get those memory back is a huge asset for humanity. But if you're abusing technology and you think, well, somehow it just magically disappears off the hard drive, that could be a problem for you because there are recovery programs to bring that information back. But again, that was supposed to be one of the benefits of technology. It's all in how the user is using it that's going to determine if it's a problem or
And unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there abusing it and using it for harm.
There are a lot of people abusing technology. Some of it is knowing, some of it's just nativity, because we are the first digital generation. And going back to that fire and athletics analogy, being the first digital generation, we are going to have people that pay the price. That's just, our kids and grandkids will benefit from that. What we're trying to do is limit the statistics of pitfalls and help people understand that if you turn on a tool that you use socially every day, for sharing and saving. I mean, that's why everybody watching this right now, why did you turn it on? I'll tell you why. You wanted to talk to somebody instantly, you wanted to know something instantly, you wanted to share something instantly, or you wanted to save something instantly. That is why everybody turned it on. So when you start putting things on that tool that you use for sharing and saving that you don't want shaved or shared, becoming public and permanent, you may have a problem very quickly. If you're using it the opposite and you're showing the world how amazing you can be, you might open up a window of opportunity past generations would never have dreamed possible.
There's so much to talk about on this, but we got an event tomorrow that people can come out and get way more information on this.
Pizza starts at 5:30. Everybody loves free pizza. It's at the Schultz Center. There it is. And The Monique Burr Foundation and Care First, they are huge supporters, especially Monique Burr Foundation. I can't say enough about what they do for us.
They're amazing.
And the mayor of Jacksonville as well. The mayor and his wife Molly.
Have a private event tonight.
They do,
yeah.
And they have, I met Molly last time I was here, the night at Roy's, and she came out to one of our programs in the school, and they're just, I mean, we can't tell you how much we appreciate the support, so yeah, it's excellent.
It's amazing. We've got a little bit of time left. The big thing, if you can do it in 20 seconds, talking about, if I could go back to George Washington and ride the river across with him.
Sure, so I'll leave you with a couple of thinking points. We'll go back to this. I know I only have 20 seconds. The first question is, before you're going to take a picture, ask yourself, why do we take pictures? To make what? Most people say memories. So if the camera was invented for making memories, then why are so many people taking pictures of things they don't want remembered on tools that were purposely made for remembering? The second thing I would say is, we have here VR goggles, and I ask people, what if you could put these on today and see your parents or your grandparents walking around as children?
Amazing.
What if instead of reading about George Washington crossing the Delaware, you could put these on and be on that boat?
I do it every day.
See history, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't get an interpretation, you would see it.
Yeah.
Well, the same reason we crave that about our ancestors is the same reason the next generation will crave that about us, their digital ancestors, the first ones. The huge difference is they will be doing it with far more powerful technology. So the question is, what do you want to leave behind for them to find?
Wow. So I don't have any kids yet, but they're going to be able to see me in all of my superhero costumes and Speedos. Perfect.
There you go.
Perfect. It's amazing. Thank you so much for being on.
It's an honor. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing this
Appreciate
message.
it.
It's so important. Keeping Youth Safe online event hosted by Monique Burr Foundation is tomorrow night at the Schultz Center for Teaching and Leadership. For more information, visit mbfsummersafetymatters.org. Do it, folks. We all need